I mean, not to fucking get a little off, but let's. You're in town for a couple of days. You're in town for a reason.
Yeah.
A good friend, and I know we. I don't know if we should have started with this or fucking even talk about it. I don't know. I mean, you got to talk about it a little bit because it's reality. And our good friend Patrice O'Neal passed away.
Yeah.
We started with him, and Joe was good friends with him, and you knew who he was. Soda. Met him a couple times, maybe, right?
But, yeah, I met him multiple times.
Anyways, I know it's fucking shit. It's bullshit, and it hits you. It hits me. I don't know about you guys, but it hits me in waves. Where all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I'm just start crying, and I just think about, I used to call Patrice about anything. A video game or a fucking new phone or fucking something stupid on TV. He would call you too. Just, Bobby, did you ever see fucking the video? And you're like, what? And then you'd run over to your computer and watch this stupid video, and you'd talk about it for 2 hours. And it would just go into another... it would multiply. Yeah. The conversation would just multiply from one little fucking thing that he'd bring up into something else, into something else.
Yeah. And we started with him. So it was like we knew...
Yeah.
That's our graduating class. There's only a few people that know from that, very early point. There was a lot of other guys that fell off that we don't even remember, but at the core it was like Patrice was there and you and me and Burr and Al, and there was like a few guys that were always hanging out. Gary Gulman came in a couple of years in.
Yeah. He always likes to say a couple of years in because he wants to. That's why I'm behind some of these people. Not as far along as Dane because I'm 2 years after him. But yeah, man, it's he had a massive stroke. People know that, and he couldn't recover from it. It was just a massive thing, and it's not. People say diabetes, being fat. Blah, blah, this could have happened to any one of us in this room. People don't realize a stroke could happen to any one of us anytime. A blood clot could hit your brain, and it could happen. We don't know, if it's because of he was a big guy or whatever. He was doing well. He was doing good. His girl said that he was really doing well. He was working out and eating right, and he was always trying.
Right.
Except at his barbecues.
Yeah.
When he'd have the barbecue. I don't know if you know this. If you lived here, you would be invited. Yeah. You would have went, but every year he'd call you up, and only a certain people. He'd call you up and be like, yeah, what's up? Having that barbecue this weekend. You want to come? All right. Like, really, like, nonchalant. Like, all right, man, I'll be there. All right, I'll see you later. Don't bring anything. I got everything. And you go there. He literally had everything. It was in his townhouse in Jersey City, which was, the hood. It's kind of like...
Good.
It's the hood, but it's in his back. It's in not really the hood. It's like all townhouses, but it's kind of in the hood. It was like a section that they promised that was up and coming that never really fucking
never up and came.
Yeah, he knew that one day when he came out in his fucking car. His truck was on cinder blocks.
Yeah, classic Patrice too. When he'd invite you, I remember one time I go, Patrice, what can I bring? I was like on my way out there. What can I bring? And he's like, nothing, man. We good. And I'm like, nah, dude. I don't like showing up empty-handed. Just give me something I can bring. Nothing. We good, man. How about this? I'll bring a couple 6-packs of beer. People drink the beer. And he's like, Joe, man, look, if I understand if you need to bring something for you, for your self-esteem, to make you feel good, then bring it. But we don't fucking need shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, how did he just turn that into a commentary on myself, and now I feel bad.
But it is.
But how many people have said, I don't want to fucking bring something to this party, but I feel obligated. Yeah. And so he got it.
Right.
It's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It's you wanted to make yourself feel better about... Yeah, it's what it is.
I know.
That's how brilliant he is.
Funny, yeah.
That's why he I fucking love talking to that shit, Dick.
Right.
Because he was so right on the money. And if you got him, he would take it.
Yeah.
Not all of us do that. You get him, he takes it.
Right.
He'd be like, all right, motherfucker, you're fucking right. God damn it. I suck. He'd
And there was no courtesy laugh with Patrice.
No.
If you made him laugh, it's
made
like,
him,
okay.
Yeah. You made him
should
laugh.
work on that as a bit because Patrice. But if he I don't know if anybody, the stare of like looking through you when he was like really listening and you weren't connecting.
Yeah.
Was one of the most intimidating things ever. You know, when he just looking at you and you just didn't know where to go with what you were saying.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't help you.
No.
Not like yeah, man, I get it. Just waiting for you to figure out where the point was.
I've had some vicious fights with him, like vicious arguments, and he actually taught me how to be a better friend. At one point, he was staying at my house in L.A. when I lived there. I lived in Culver City, and he was doing that Showtime. Remember that Showtime thing? Remember you got the Showtime special? That was a competition. It was a competition. You went up and did time and got called back.
Oh, my God, yeah.
We both did it.
Yeah.
And we both got a call back, and I didn't make the second cut, and he did. So he had to come back again.
Sure.
And he was staying at my house. He just was like, I'm going to stay at your house. I was like, all right. And he's sleeping on the floor on a blow-up mattress. And I remembered he was like, he wanted me to drive him everywhere and then go pick him up. And I was like, what the we got into a huge fight because I wasn't in the competition anymore. He was going to get it, supposedly. And then he's called me up like, you want to ride? And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm not your fucking chauffeur. I wanted to he wanted me to go get him at the Laugh Factory, which I wasn't even in at yet. I felt uncomfortable going there.
Right.
And I got a big fight. I was like, I'm your fucking chauffeur. He goes, no, you're my fucking friend. You're my friend, and that's what fucking friends do. You come and you pick me up when I ask you to come pick me up. You come and fucking drop me off. You let me stay in your place. You feed me. You shelter me. You fucking loan me money when I fucking need money. That's what you fucking do. And I was like, you're right. Like, I walked away like, he's fucking right. That's what we do. No, you don't question it. Yeah. Dude, I'll go pick you up. Because he'd do the same shit. Even though you don't think he would. You think a guy like Patrice wouldn't. Because he's so powerful and so big. He would. He's done it.
Yeah.
He's helped me. I remember I got a Cuisinart fucking panini maker. Because anytime Patrice had money, when he got a pop in the business, he would buy shit for people. He just called me up one day, Bob, you got to get one of these. I was like, yeah, I'll get one. He goes, I'm going to get you one. Fuck it. He just showed up at my door with a panini maker that I still have. And then I remember we got in this big fight, and he told me that. It was one of the fucking craziest things a friend's ever said to me as far as being a friend. And then he said, he came back. It was one of the only time I saw Patrice get emotional is he came back from the Showtime thing, and they wanted him to change one piece. They wanted him to change his set. And he was sitting there. He started crying. He was just like, fuck. I just want to fucking do this. Can't I just do this my way? Why do they have to fucking break me to let me in? Why do they have to fucking make me their bitch just a little bit to let me in? I can't just fucking make it as me. He goes, if I change this, I'm fucking doing what they want. I think this is funny.
What did he do?
He did it. He did his own way, and he got the fucking special. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's fucking Patrice. And I didn't understand. I was like, dude, just change it. Little weasel I am. Dude, it's not a big deal. Just change it. Do what you gotta do. Wear a wig. If you gotta wear a wig, wear a wig. Fucking black-faced asshole I am. I really suck.
Well, you're getting an argument out of me.
You know what, Joe? That's why you have the red microphone for negativity.
I like the red microphone.
Yeah, you got it because it's yours. Negative man.
He was no. We talked about this on Opie and Anthony the other day. He the thing I remember I called him once and I go, dude, I'm having a really hard time on the road because I'm trying to do stuff that I really want to do. And I'd come back from a gig. I had two people come at the stage and try to like beat me up because of this material I was saying about Jesus.
I'm sorry, dude.
What?
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. That's not. It's funny.
Well, yeah, it was funny. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm laughing.
Of course.
I don't want you to get hurt, dude. but the thought of you getting hurt is fuck. Just
Yeah,
people
it's funny.
just people running at the stage at you because I could just see your crinkled face and you pushing your glasses. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck?
I was really upset.
What was the joke? What was the joke? Do you?
It was, you know, it was an insightful joke, but I did a joke where I
Let us be the judge of that.
Where I'd say it was 7 years ago at this point, however long it was. But I did a joke where I said, when I'm tired of people telling me I can't make fun of Jesus because it's offensive, and I would go, fuck Jesus, fuck him, fuck him, and I'd stare at the ceiling and I go, fuck you, you faggot, you know, and I'd yell shit at Jesus. And then I'd go, and it would get really tense, and I'd go, okay, it's very tense right now. But here's the thing. You could say whatever horrible shit you want to say about all the other religious people. Nobody gives a shit. And I would go on this tirade and I go, fuck you, Muhammad. I'll fucking glaze your face with my jizz. And fuck you, Moses. I'll fuck you in the ass. Yeah. And I just went through and
insightful.
And it would get... It's a little, no, not insightful. Like, I didn't mean insightful.
Shut up, Joe. Let us laugh. No, fuck you. I want to laugh at the perfect timing and fucking tone of voice and sarcasm.
I didn't mean insightful like insight. I meant like it's inciting, like it's going to incite a fight. That's how I meant that. That's how I meant that.
All right, listen.
Backpedaling bike.
Yeah, whoever
ride down the street.
Listen, whoever you're listening to this, so please rewind it and see. You judge if Joe was being insightful or he was inciting.
That's I said it. I swear to God, that's what I meant.
Okay, sure.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
But anyway, but I would go through. I would go through all the other religious leaders and say all this disgusting shit, and it would be getting people clapping because they thought it was like so crazy and so funny, and then I would go and fuck Jesus at the end of it, and it would get silent again, and I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
And then it went on from there, and I thought it made a point. Maybe it didn't make it in the most elegant way, but it made a good point. I felt like, and I liked the bit.
Yeah.
And in fact, Jerry Stiller saw me do that bit once.
Who's that?
Ben Stiller's dad, Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller from fucking Seinfeld.
And what did he say?
He was like, you do good material.
Insightful
son.
stuff?
He said that.
You do God's work. I thought you were going to...
Yeah, that guy's fucking delusional.
Well, he's Jewish. He was probably just happy that I was going, fuck you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did the bit. Two guys stood up. They're like, we're going to beat the shit out of you. All this stuff, right? And I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, I'm just trying to fucking...
Did you use the Lord's name in vain after that?
I don't remember. But I was like, I'm just doing a stupid joke. Who really cares at the end of the day? And then... I'm
glad you believe
in
the
material. I got a letter from the club. The club sent me a letter. People wrote in, it's not funny when you make fun of Jesus. And I was like...
That should be the name of your next CD. I don't know why that's
not funny when you make fun of Jesus.
It's not funny when you make fun of Jesus.
But
perfect.
Either that or you're Insightful by Joe DeRosa.
I'm reading.
And just
I'm never gonna live that
people
down.
fucking running behind you as you're running down the street.
An insightful evening with Joe DeRosa.
That's funny. Yeah. And I'm reading the letter, and the letter is literally proving the bit. It's proving the bit. All it did was complain about the Jesus remark. And I'm like, this is the point of the fucking joke.
Right.
And I was
Get to the Patrice part.
I'm getting to it.
Jesus.
I was ready to rip my fuck. Will you ask me what the bit